perception can foster a strong in-group identity and a tendency to view political opponents as adversaries.
So I want you to look at the last logs I just gave you and respond to them.
Analyzing MAGA cult behavior in the chat logs. The chat logs show classic signs of MAGA cult mentality, including misinformation, victimhood, projection, and authoritarian tendencies. I'll break down key moments and respond to them based on how MAGA supporters act. 1. Economic misinformation and blame shifting. He's reduced my 401k 9% in 2 months. Eggs are fucking $6 for the slave camp chicken eggs even. MAGA behavior. Blames Biden exclusively for economic fluctuations. Ignores corporate price gouging, supply chain issues, and market trends. MAGA only cares about inflation when a Democrat is in office.
That's right.
Ignoring how Trump's tax cuts benefited the ultra-rich while worsening income inequality. Response. Egg prices rose because corporations hiked prices while profits soared. Same with oil. Not everything is a Biden problem. Victimhood and fake outrage.
Yeah. Listen.
Dude is threatening terrorism charges if someone vandalizes his friend's business. You in favor of sending our citizens to Gitmo for vandalism? MAGA behavior. Suddenly cares about government overreach, but ignored it when Trump encouraged violence against protesters. Calls it patriotism when MAGA rioters storm the Capitol, but tyranny when laws apply to them. Uses hyperbole to paint themselves as victims of a dictatorship. Response. MAGA cheered when peaceful protesters were tear-gassed in 2020, but now vandalizing a business is free speech? Double standard. TEPS 3. Projection and hypocrisy on free speech. It is domestic terrorism that's done to intimidate people on political beliefs. Roddy Parade. Patriots are allowed to live anywhere. MAGA behavior. Uses terrorism selectively. It's terrorism if it's against them, but January 6 was just peaceful protesting. Wants absolute free speech for themselves while calling for banning books, jailing opponents, and silencing critics.
Yeah.
Response. Was storming the Capitol to overturn an election terrorism? MAGA can't have it both ways. 4. Authoritarian mindset and worship of power. Aranem, only dummies are destructive. Timbonius, put the shoe on the other foot and realize the implication. MAGA behavior. MAGA loves punishing opponents harshly, but cries oppression when the same rules apply to them. Supports Trump's authoritarian moves, but if a Democrat did the same, they'd scream tyranny. Ignores that Trump is the one who weaponized government agencies against his critics. Response. MAGA cheered when Trump used government power against immigrants and protesters. Why is it suddenly tyranny now? 5. Misinformation and lack of critical thinking. It never ceases to amaze me how ill-informed Republican voters seem to be. Dems lost so bad they are blowing up electric vehicles. MAGA behavior. Falls for conspiracy theories that don't require evidence. Doesn't fact check. Just repeats what they hear in far-right media. Pushes nonsense like Biden is banning gas stoves, but ignores Trump's actual policies that hurt workers.
That's right.
Response. Electric vehicle explosions? Sounds like another Fox News lie. Provide real evidence or it's just conspiracy junk. 6. Pretending to be a moderate while enabling extremism. Mr. Good Citizen, I don't agree with liberals on 97%, but I would defend your right to say it. Government needs to stay out of my way and out of my pockets. MAGA behavior. Claims to be in the middle, but only criticizes Democrats, never MAGA extremism. Pushes libertarian slogans, but supports a party that increases corporate welfare and wealth inequality. Ignores that government intervention built the middle class, Social Security, labor laws, public schools. Response. Government staying out, let billionaires hoard wealth while workers struggle. That's not freedom, that's feudalism.
That's right.
Final takeaway, MAGA is a
Techno-feudalism.
cult, not a political movement. MAGA supporters in these logs show blind loyalty to Trump. Selective outrage, crying about oppression while cheering authoritarianism. Blaming Democrats for everything, even when corporations are at fault. No self-awareness, ignoring that Trump made many of their problems worse. MAGA doesn't care about facts or logic. It's about power, control, and maintaining an us versus them war. The response? Expose their hypocrisy.